Before you screenshot this video's thumbnail for your free banger on Twitter, I must preface that this is all profoundly unserious and just a bit of fun. Lighten up.
Do this on my own if you don't want it. Yeah, that's alright.
Shut up! Shut up!
That was,
Shut up!
that was really bad.
Okay, I know I literally just said I'd be taking a break and only uploading a couple more times this month, but I felt obligated to make a video about all of the recent Smiling Friends self-insert stuff, and also I continue to be utterly fascinated by the amount of effort placed into these otherwise completely stupid ideas and how nearly flawless they are. I feel like I'm watching the Mona Lisa being painted in real time. This video is the third part in a series of videos covering Smiling Friends self-inserts and assumes you've watched the previous parts. So if you're new here, then feel free to check those out so you're not completely lost. It's not like you gotta worry about there being too much to catch up on. I've noticed over the past couple of months that the moment I cover something either in extensive detail or as a quick joke, the source of the subject kills over and f***ing dies. So to give a brief recap, because I know anyone stumbling across this video is not gonna go and watch the previous two, though I would be very happy if you did, and it's likely I'll end up sparing you once the Civil War happens. There are three main channels we're gonna be looking at today. The Cool Autistic Gamer 774 and the debatably out of left field direction that channel has gone in since my first video. Criticlips 2002 because holy f***ing shit, I think everyone knows what's happened with Dolly Dimpley recently. And then we have a completely new channel I've seen get brought up a handful of times over the past month or so called Blue since 2012, which I don't even know how I'm going to explain, but I'll figure things out as I go along. So let's just get through the list. We're starting with Dolly Dimpley because, Jesus Christ, how can I not? If you're active in the Smiling Friends fandom, there's a good chance you've seen this video or at least the Crashout itself being shared around. It's doing gangbusters on Twitter right now, which seems to be where most of Dolly Dimpley's viewership comes from because the Criticlips channel itself hasn't exactly grown by a whole lot since I made my video on it. Nevertheless, on the 15th of December, Smiling Friends The Schmaloogles was uploaded onto the Criticlips channel after 2 to 3 weeks of inactivity, and it's easily the most insane video on the channel to date. The clip is an edit of Season 3 Episode 7 of Smiling Friends, and initially nothing seems too out of the ordinary. The events of the episode play out as usual, with Dolly Dimpley being present but not acknowledged by anyone around her. She makes her usual Reddit tier quips that cause the entire world around her to pause until she's finished, etc. But about 40 seconds in, it becomes clear that Dolly is pretty close to her breaking point after numerous clips of everyone refusing to acknowledge her existence, as well as every character talking over and interrupting her.
Does
seems like a
everything you guys
paradise.
do end with
What could you possibly need our help with?
Now you girls getting emotional.
Oh yeah, we can try to help you with that.
Oh, okay, but nobody cares, so...
She gets increasingly frustrated as the clip goes on, and when Pim and Charlie have a conversation as she repeatedly fails to get a word in, Dolly finally snaps.
That's
I
alright,
just
I
think
can
that-
solve it. I can do this on my own if you don't want it. Yeah, that's alright.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
It turns out that Dolly really has just been there the whole time and just wasn't being acknowledged by anyone. She just knocks Charlie the fuck out. I really do want to praise the animation and voice work here. I know I praised it in the previous video, but this clip specifically feels pitch perfect and is basically one-to-one with the quality of the actual show. Even though the hit itself happens very fast, it feels completely natural, and as usual, the animation quality of Dolly herself is great and she never feels too out of place, given the show's mixed media style. Even the little details like Pim trying super hard not to acknowledge Dolly at all even after she punched Charlie in the face look very good. But by far the thing that I and most people were impressed with here was the voice acting. I'm not exaggerating when I say this is genuinely a top-notch vocal performance, and I really want to know who actually voices Dolly. This isn't something any old amateur or beginner can pull off. You can really feel the anger and sadness in her voice. It's quality shit.
I'm sorry if I'm rude to people. I'm sorry for talking a lot and saying the wrong things and dressing this way or looking this way or just stop it! What do you want from me?
Despite being a joke character and despite her entire existence being silly, the vocal performance legitimately made me feel bad, and I don't care if that's embarrassing to say, I feel bad for Dolly Dimpley. And as she runs away crying, Charlie just picks himself up off the floor and continues his conversation with Pim like nothing ever happened, as if he wasn't knocked out at all and was just waiting for her to leave, because getting up right after the hit would have been acknowledging her. I know we're all just having a bit of fun here, none of this is serious, but I once again have to praise just how brilliant the concept of this whole Dolly Dimpley series is. Having a self-insert character grows so frustrated with being ignored by the characters that cannot acknowledge her at all, that she eventually just breaks down in front of them is a downright genius twist on the cartoon self-insert genre of videos that are usually either played for ironic laughs or are just embarrassingly genuine and weird. I don't know if this video marks the end of Dolly Dimpley or what. I mean, God, I hope not. I've been inflicting bad luck on too many people recently. But overall, I mean, damn, this video is fucking crazy, right? When we last covered the Cool Autistic Gamer, we had reached the point where he was just straight up not appearing in the clips anymore, with him only being alluded to in the Mole Man clip. Since then, there have been 3 new videos uploaded to the channel, and to say things feel off compared to the rest of the channel's catalog is putting it lightly. Because if you ask me, it really feels like whoever is behind the Cool Autistic Gamer is going, okay guys, joke's over, bye bye. I mean, shit, my bad, my fault gang. But even then, the way they've gone about all of this is pretty funny. The first clip uploaded after the Mole Man clip was the Witch clip from Season 3 Episode 4, and this clip stands out compared to every other video on the channel, not because it does anything close to the Silly Samuel clip in scope and overall insanity or anything you might originally expect from this channel, but because this is the only video on the channel that is completely unedited. Seriously, this is the only clip on the channel that is just a straight up no-nonsense upload of a Smiling Friends clip, fulfilling the originally advertised purpose of the channel. Cool Autistic Gamer is nowhere to be found, nothing in the clip is even slightly amiss, it's just normal. And what's funny is that ever since the Pim Song clip, every upload on the channel has had a live premiere, which usually implies that whatever you're about to see is important in some way, and yet with each new video, things keep getting more and more underwhelming for any poor schmuck who actually caught each of these videos as they premiered. Then there's the Cookie Crumbs clip from Season 3 Episode 5. Except it's not. This is the most blatant troll video on the channel. The thumbnail is a total lie, and many have interpreted that this is the Cool Autistic Gamer's way of killing the joke due to the amount of attention he's received. I did bring this up when I briefly mentioned this clip in my Dolly Dimpley video, but many were quick to find out that this video is actually a one-to-one re-upload of an old April Fool's video on Michael Cusack's YouTube channel, causing many to further speculate that Michael, Zach, or both of them were behind the account. However, that just seems far too easy. If it wasn't either of them behind the account, this could very well just be an effort to throw off the scent. And then finally, we have the Cool Autistic Gamer Schmalugaville clip, the clip, and after multiple videos of him And after multiple videos of him being completely absent, the man himself finally appears as he walks through the Smiling Friends building alone, solemnly reminiscing on past adventures and then finally ending with,
"Thank you."
I have no idea what this means. The animation here is great, but that's really all I can get from it. It could very well be the last video we see on the channel. We still have no idea if there'll be a video for the Season 3 finale or if he plans to return for Season 4. But as it stands, this seems to be the end of the Cool Autistic Gamer, and if I happen to contribute to this being the end, then once again, my fault gang. And as one final bit of trivia before we move on, a good few days ago someone on Twitter called Jellystone posted the behind the scenes animation for the end of the Silly Samuel clip, claiming that a handsome and mysterious figure approached him to do some work on the Cool Autistic Gamer. On top of this, the key posters for this were drawn by a user named Gurchin, who is apparently on the official Smiling Friends team. And while this isn't direct confirmation of anything, it does add considerable weight to the theory that the Cool Autistic Gamer is a project being worked on by both passionate fans as well as people who actually work on Smiling Friends. But I'll leave the definitive answer up to all of you.
Are you Michael? Are you Zach?
This is actual leaked footage of me writing the first video. While Cool Autistic Gamer and Dolly Dimpley have been the talk of the town and easily the most popular self-inserts in the Smiling Friends fandom, there's one channel that I've seen the name of get tossed around a bit over the past few weeks that I really wish more people knew about. This channel is, of course, blue since 2012. Ah shit, he's onto me. There's not a whole lot on the channel to analyze, as there's only 4 very short videos so far, but there's still a fair bit to talk about here. For one thing, each video is a full animation. It's not just a single animated character being edited into clips of Smiling Friends. The whole thing is animated. This alone helps the channel stand out, and the effort is definitely commendable. It looks pretty decent overall. But as for what these videos are actually about, I'm struggling to put together a story here, but it appears this channel could very well be connected to the Cool Autistic Gamer or Criticlips 2002, or hell, even both of them potentially. There's not exactly hard evidence for this, but well, you'll see in a second. The debut video, titled Stop Putting Self-Inserts in Smiling Friends, just features Blue since 2012, or just Blue, I guess being pissed off at people inserting their characters into Smiling Friends before it's implied he assassinates the Cool Autistic Gamer at the end of the Pim Song clip. From what I can gather, the channel just seems to be a silly and over-the-top way to add on to the self-insert joke, having some super devoted Smiling Friends fan depicting themselves killing another person's OC. I'm sure some people remember how commonplace it used to be for cringy cartoon fans to draw themselves or other cartoon characters beating up and killing other cartoon characters, and that is the exact vibe this gives off to me. And I think it's definitely intentional. The next 2 videos are about Dolly Dimpley, and there isn't exactly a whole lot besides this.
It is I, Dolly, Dimpley, you know better than this car.
The final video though is pretty interesting, specifically due to its ending, where the camera pans to a bunch of monitors tapped in onto the TheCoolAutisticGamer, Criticlips 2002, and TheCoolAutisticGamer 774 archive. And if you look at the Criticlips 2002 monitor, you'll see a clip from the Schmaloogle video right before Dolly freaks out at Charlie. The thing is though, this video from Blue since 2012 was uploaded on the 1st of December, exactly 2 weeks before the Schmaloogle clip went up on Criticlips 2002, meaning that Blue since 2012 somehow had access to a Dolly Dimpley video before it was uploaded. On top of this, in one of the prior videos on the channel that covers Dolly Dimpley, Blue hands a Schmaloogle a grenade to take out Dolly with, and then on the Schmaloogle video on Criticlips 2002, when Dolly is running away crying, you can see the Schmaloogle from Blue since 2012 still holding the grenade and then eating it. Jesus Christ, that sounds absolutely fucking insane. There isn't like hard confirmation or anything, but we can easily theorize from this that Blue since 2012 and Criticlips 2002 are actually connected. Whether they're connected to the TheCoolAutisticGamer is yet to be seen, but as silly as this all is, I find the fact that these channels are potentially collaborating with each other really cool, and I'm glad they're referencing each other's videos and having fun with the concept. There's not much else to say about Blue since 2012, but who knows what else is in store for the future. And I think we're now all caught up on what's going on. This will probably be my last video on the subject, and I apologize for this one feeling a little rushed and scuffed with its writing and presentation compared to the previous two videos. I admit I did immediately start working on it the moment I watched Dolly slap the shit out of Charlie, but I hope you guys still enjoyed it regardless. It's been fun looking at this absolutely insane rabbit hole of self-insert madness. I mean, if it technically wasn't a rabbit hole when I first covered it, it certainly is now. I'm not sure what's gonna happen on any of these channels going forward, but my job is just about done here. Thanks for watching, take care, happy holidays, and I don't know, play Unbeatable, I guess.